We're just leaving the house from Raymond and Diane, and we are walking this morning, actually for 3 days. Max is a German Shepherd, as you can see, and we're going to see how it goes because we didn't have it for a long time.
He has some lunging problems. We have him by himself, not with his housemate, Little Red, kind of very hyper. So he has some lunging problems. We'll see what we can do with that. And as you can see, he's looking all over. Look at his eyes. Right? He's looking there and there. What we want him to walk is walk straight and only pay attention to straight.
He's now over a year, eh, Chris? He's over a year. And look at his head. Look at his head.
He's a big dog.
Max.
He's a big dog.
Look at his head. Now we are in the Sandino Park, and what Chris now does is a sort of a military walk, just walk in a certain rhythm, and change the rhythm as if he's pulling too hard, for example, changing rhythms so now and then, just to keep him alert, because if you're walking too slow, you have less power. Yeah, he said, I don't want him to look everywhere or nowhere. I want him to pay attention to me. So he gives him a correction. You see, he's already looking there in the distance. And sometimes if you're coming closer, it's another dog or something, and then they build up the tension. And then you correct him, and then you're already too late because they're too high. So he's paying a lot of attention. Is a young dog, of course, to other stuff. But this is a really good exercise, and you have to do that actually every day. Chris just told me it's not a hard correction because he has now, for the first week actually, this prawn collar. Most people know it because it exists a long time. Only the pins in this prawn collar are rounded, not like before that they were sharp. I think it's important. Why we didn't like actually the prawn collar for a long time, and because a lot of people are misusing him. They are pulling so hard, and that's why it's not necessary. So we are using him now actually for bigger dogs now and then because just to give him a little bit of harder correction, but not too hard because it's not necessary. No. Yeah.
He has to poop though and give him some time to... See the dog?
Yeah. He's looking there on the distance to another dog.
If I see his energy goes a little higher.
Yeah. Yeah. It's an important point what Chris here says. If he looks at another dog, it's not such a problem. But if you see that the energy goes gradually higher, then it's getting a problem because, and especially with this big dog. Yeah, and a pretty dog, eh? Yeah.
Big dog, powerful. He knocked me down a couple times. Right?
Yeah. A couple of times he surprised me because if he goes, then he goes hard. Yeah.
Martinez kind of started a little obstacle course for Max just to burn his energy up. And he likes doing it. He really likes doing it. There you go. He really enjoys doing it. Once you get him in the rhythm, it's really good. There you go. Hey, once he gets in the rhythm that he knows what she wants him to do, Max is a very, very quick learner. Look at that. He knows every time. And all of this is just an effort to get the dog to pay attention to the handler, especially Max, because he gets distracted. He's a little puppy. We had a dog go by a few minutes ago and he got a little distracted, which dogs will do. It's not a big deal. The owner said he was doing a little lunging, and so we're going to walk him past some people, we're walking past some dogs, and
he's following better as before.
Yeah, he's much better. He had his operation too to kind of calm him down a little bit. Plus he's getting older, and he's not as playful, not as puppyish as he used to be.
So I think Raymond worked with him in the meanwhile too. That's for sure.
Yeah. But he's a big dog. You got to stay on your toes, because a lunge from him, as I learned, can knock you down. Yeah. But he walks good. Once he knows you're in charge, he walks good.
Yeah.
Now, if he gets too looking the way Bettina doesn't want him to look, she'll just give him a small correction, and then he's good. But he likes this thing a lot. Look at that. Yeah, he likes it a lot. Because it's just too hot in here. So he has his hair cut short. He's a little bit older now, so he's doing much better. Good. The walking back and forth and just get him used to. Look at that. What a good dog. What a good dog. There we go. What a good guy. There we go. Look how good he walks. Look how good he walks. The change is just to keep him on his toes. That's it. Just keep him on his toes. So he pays attention to it. We have Max again this morning. We also brought the hairy dog with us as sort of a distraction, because Max is having a little problem with socialization. But we thought I was walking with Max, and he was pulling and pulling and pulling, and we thought he was pulling for the dog. And what we found out was he wants to be with Bettina. And she's doing a little exercise here. You see, and the dog's right here. But he don't care. And if he looks, you can see she uses her knee to kind of bounce him back around. But he hasn't relaxed yet. Hold on a second, Bettina. Let me see his ears. See how his ears are up? We want his ears down. We don't want better now. We want him to pay attention to her and not the dog. When I was walking him, his ears were right up in the air, and we don't want that. Yeah, he's getting a little distracted. Every time he gets distracted, Bettina gives him a pop. And she says, "Pay attention to me." Now she can't pop him this way, but if he gets in the way, she'll give him a knee and straighten him back out again. Good boy, Max. Good boy, Max. Bettina's making a right-hand turn, and she uses her knee to go in to push Max. There we go. It's just to get him to turn around. See, use the knee a little bit. That's all. It's a kind of small suggestion of what you want him to do. And he's a good dog. A couple other dogs in the park. He looked. He didn't growl or pull or anything. He's fine. Max is doing good. Now I'm sitting here with Harry Dog from GAO. Max looks at him, but he pays him no big attention at all. There's a look, but no big deal. And that's what we want. Bettina's got the leash on the ground, dragging a little bit. We do this for very small increments of time, and she keeps an eye on him, make sure he doesn't pull away. We don't want him to. There's a turn. He's trying to decide. Good. So she's trying to get him to pay attention to me. She walked him toward the dog. He kind of looked, but she gives him just a little correction to remind him to follow her. And that's what we want. No distractions, no nothing. Just pay attention to me. There you go. There you go. There we go. What a good dog. What a good dog. What a good dog. Again. What a good dog. Hey! Hey!